I'm on my way to having the TPS sensor connection for the transmission resolved. One of the previous episodes I showed this adapter that was supposed to connect to throttle position sensor, and it would connect into the harness that goes back to that red unit there is the CompuShift controller for the transmission. So these plugs didn't match up with this plug right here on the Holley Quadrajet Sniper. So I talked to both the Silver Sport transmission shop, and he said that there was a connector that went between the Sniper and the controller unit that's inside the car that you program the thing with. So this is the plug for the handheld unit inside the car for programming it, and over here is the plug that connects to it. Now there's an adapter that goes between those two plugs, and what it does is it provides all the functionality to the handheld unit, but it also has a pigtail coming out of it that is for a CAN bus, which, because this is a 76 Corvette, no electronics in the car, the only electronics are what we put in for the Holley Quadrajet Sniper and for the Silver Sport transmission, the A41, which has the controller, as I said, down there. But on that controller there is I probably won't be able to get it on the video, but trust me, this little tag on it says CAN bus. At any rate, well, it says CAN. It's upside down, but you can read it. So that pigtail that comes off of that additional harness that goes between the handheld and the Sniper looks to be about 3 feet long. Last thing I need is more cable under here, but since it's that long, I'm hoping that I can run the cable that comes out of the Sniper over in front of the engine and bring it back and run the cable along the underside of the fender lip here or something, and then connect it up to here and run the other over, or run this over that way to connect to the handheld unit. And the gentleman from CompuShift assures me that that'll work. He also said that I don't need this throttle position sensor cable. He said I could cut it off. He also said that I don't need this tachometer cable to get the signal from the Holley Sniper, because that comes through the CAN bus connector. So no need to connect this. That means that the tach signal coming out of the Holly can be connected to the wire that's over here somewhere for the tach inside the car in the dashboard. So that's the only connection I'm going to have to make there. So since I have to order that connector, and by the way, this one here, I'm going to plug these together so that they're sealed from water, and I'm just going to hide it over here. I'm not going to cut it off because you never know, you know, at some future time, probably somebody else, probably not me, might get this transmission as a salvage unit or something and decide to hook it up to a system that needs that cable. So I'm not in favor of cutting things that are sealed cables like that. The fact that they plug together should keep any moisture out of them, and they should be fine. They just won't be used. So here's the throttle position sensor cable that I'm not going to be using, and I said I could plug them into each other. And I didn't think I was going to be able to video this because I couldn't hold the camera and that, but this cable is so long, the harness, that I can get it over the driver's side fender from the passenger side. And what I'm going to do, just so that these don't corrode or anything while I have them tucked out of the way, is just plug them in like so. There won't be any signal on them because it's not connected to anything, and I'll be getting the signal for the throttle position sensor through the CAN bus. So I'll just hide that wire under the fender there somewhere, and that'll be the end of that wire.